Good evening, dear kids. Today I'm taking a new chapter, that is chapter 11, mensurations. In mensurations, before starting 11.1, question number 1, we'll take what are the formulas, what are the basic formulas for area and perimeter. If I give square, what will be the area of square? It will be side square. And what will be the perimeter? Perimeter will be 4 into s, that is 4 times your sides. Next, what is rectangle's area? Area is length into breadth. And what is perimeter? It is 2L plus B, because you have 2 lengths and 2 breadths. So when you go for perimeter, you have to find 2L, 2 bracket L plus B. Got my point clear? Okay, let's take our problem number 1. Problem number 1 says we have a square and a rectangular field with measurements as given in the figure, have the same perimeter. In the figure have the same perimeter. Which field has a larger area? Now if you notice here, in this is a square, we can make it out. It has a side 60 meters, but this is your rectangle, but it is not having its breadth. How we will find it, the area, if we do not have breadth? But for that we have been given that they have a same perimeter. So from there we can just make an equation and find out breadth. Now for perimeter, if I go for this square, it will have perimeter 4s. So it will be 4 into 60, that is 240. Clear? And for here the perimeter will be 2L plus B, that is 2 into 80 plus 2B, that is 160 plus 2B. Correct? And now it is given that these two perimeters are equal. So the equation will be 160 plus 2b is equal to 240. From there, my dear kids, it's a linear equation. You can solve it and you will get the value of b as 40. Once you got b as 40, you have to find the area of both. Now area of square will be easy because area is side square, so that will be 60 into 60, that will be 3600 meters square. I'm talking about the area of square. And now if you want area of your rectangle, it will be length into breadth, and now you have length and breadth both, that is 80 and 40, so it will be 3200 meters square. Hence what you will say, hence the area of square field is larger than the rectangular field. Okay, let's jump on to our next part, which says Mrs. Kaushik has a square plot with a measurement as given in the figure. She wants to construct a house in the middle of the plot. A garden is developed around the house. Find the total cost of developing a garden around the house at the rate of 55 per meter square. That means, in a way, first you have to get the area of garden, that is this shaded part, and then you will multiply with your cost per unit to get the total cost. But how you will get the area of shaded? My dear kids, if I zoom a bit, you have been given the dimensions of the outer rectangle as well as the inner rectangle. And once you find the area of outer rectangle, it will be 25 into 25, that's a square, I'm sorry. And inside you have a rectangle, the area will be length into breadth, that is 20 into 15. Once you got the value of both these, what you will be doing? You have to subtract to get the value of area of shaded region. Am I correct with this? So when you subtract, you will get area of shaded region, and whatever area of shaded region you will get, you have to multiply with your cost per unit to get the total cost of garden, because that's a garden area, which is the shaded area I'm talking about, that's the garden area. Can you do that? Let's take our next part, which is third, and it says the shape of a garden is rectangular in the middle and semicircles at the end shown in the diagram. Find the area and perimeter of this garden. The length of rectangle is 20. Okay. If you notice this, they have given the length of rectangle as 20 and breadth as 7. Now whatever breadth you have of the rectangle, that is the measurement of the diameter of your semicircle also. So we can take the half of 7, that is 3.5, as the radius of your semicircle. Now if you want to go for an area of this structure, you have to take area of this rectangle by length into breadth. I will write it here. First you have to take area of rectangle, that will be length into breadth, that will be 20 into 7. Okay, so that will be 140. And then you have to take area of two semicircles. When you have two semicircles, if I combine them, I'll get an area of a complete circle. So I can go for area of circle. Do you know what is formula for area of circle? That is pi r square. Pi you can put 3.14, or you can go for 7 also, 22 upon 7 also, and radius you have 3.5. You have to make the square. From here you will get area of circle. Why I have put circle? Because two semicircles in the corner, if I just add them, it will make a full circle. So in this way, if I want to get the area of this entire structure, I have to add the rectangle as well as two semicircles. That means a circle, one circle. So one circle and one rectangle's area, if I add it, I will get area of the entire region. That is the area of garden. Can you just add these two values and get the value of area of garden? Will that be simple? Yes. Now you have to find the perimeter also. So for finding the perimeter, what you will do is, now perimeter is the outer portion only. Yes, my dear kids. Now in this perimeter, how you'll take it? You will take, this is 20 because the opposite sides of rectangle are same. So you're going to take this 20. Here you will come, you will take the circumference of this part. Here you will come, again you will add 20, and here you will take circumference of this part. Now if you have circumference of two semicircles, my dear kids, that will make a circumference of entire one circle. So if you want to make a perimeter, you can take circumference of a circle. Do you know that the circumference of circle is 2 pi r? So you have to find 2 into 3.14 into r, radius is 3.5. So you have to get the value of this circumference, and to this circumference you are going to add 20 for 2 times. Why you will add 20 and 20 again? As I said you, my dear kids, I have a circumference, the perimeter of this structure, it will take this 20, this circumference, this 20, and the circumference here. So 20 and 20 2 times you have to add to the entire circumference of the circle. Yes? And that will be the final answer for your circumference of this structure. Let's take up our next. And next we have a floor tile, has the shape of parallelogram whose base is 24 and the corresponding height is 10. So the base and height are given to you, and you know very well, if you want to take the area of that parallelogram, then you have to go for base into height. Okay, how many such tiles are required to cover a floor of this 1080 meter square? Now the entire floor is there and you have to fit in the tiles. So what you will be doing, my dear kids, you will take area of tile. You will also find the area of floor which is given in the problem, that is 1080. You have to just divide and get the number of tiles. Will that be easy? The only difficult part here is your tiles, that is the parallelogram area. You have the dimensions in centimeter, so that you have to convert into meters, and the rest of the part will be clear because your area of floor is given in meter square. So both the quantities, both the units are different, so you have to make them same. That is the only difficult part. So let's do it. Okay, so I have a parallelogram tile, so that is 24 by 10 centimeter it is. So I'll convert both of them into meters. So it will be, base will be 0.24 meter as I have divided by 100. And for 10 centimeter altitude, which is height, that is 10 centimeter, it will become 0.10 meter. So I got the base and altitude in meter, and my area of tile will be 0.24 into 0.10, that will make 0.024. Yes, that will be in meter square. So you got the area of one tile, and now you have the area of floor with you. Area of floor is what? Area of floor is 1080 meters square. So two areas are given to you. The bigger area you have to divide by smaller area to get the number of tiles. So what is number of tiles? Number of tiles formula will be area of floor upon area of each tile. So that will be 1080 divided by 0.024. Yes, my dear kids, correct? And from there you will divide and get the value of number of tiles. Clear with this? Okay, let's take our next problem. Our next problem says an ant is moving around a few food pieces of different shapes scattered on the floor. For which food piece would the ant have to take a longer round? Remember, the circumference of a circle can be obtained by using 2 pi r, we know very well, and r is the radius. So in a way, अगर ant को इनके थ्रू घूमना है तो किसके थ्रू ज़्यादा घूमना पड़ेगा? So that will actually depend on the circumference of each structure. So how we will find the circumference of each structure? I'll zoom a bit so that you can understand. Okay. So my dear kids, if you see here, in this structure, this is the diameter, that is 2.8. So naturally the radius will be half of this, that will be 1.4. And you can take, it's a semicircle. So you can take 2 pi r ka आधा. Circumference will be 2 pi r ka आधा, that will be pi r. That will be 3.14 into 1.4. Am I correct with this? Okay, let's do 3.14 into 1.4, and that will be 4.396. Now that is what? That is only this part, my dear kids, just this curve part. What about this? You have to add this also into your circumference, into your perimeter of this structure. So you will add 2.8 to this to get the final answer of circumference of this structure. So that will be 4.396 plus 2.8. That will make 7.196. So 7.196 centimeter ant has to move if she is going through this structure. Okay, now if I want to go for the next structure, I'll zoom a bit so that you can understand well. So you have, in this you have 1.5 here on this side, and this is 2.8 the whole. So this will also be 2.8 because these are the opposite sides of rectangle. So if ant wants to move, she has to move from here, that is 1.5, 2.8, 1.5. So this is for sure that I am going to add 1.5, 2.8 plus 1.5, and then ant has to cover this structure, that is a dome, that is the circumference. And circumference with radius what? Radius will be 1.4, that is half of 2.8. Getting my point clear? So again you have to take semicircle. अभी आपने निकाला था 2 pi r का आधा, that is pi r. That will be 3.14 into 1.4. Yes, 3.14 into 1.4. Let's do it. Let's see what we are getting. We are getting 4.396. So that is the circumference of this structure. So in a way, the ant will move from where, my dear kids? She will start from 1.5, then she will move 2.8, then she will come back 1.5, and then she will cross 4.396. So those all things you have to add together to find the value of circumference, to find the value of perimeter of this structure. Getting my point clear? Yes. Now the third structure here, this is something like this. Now let's see what the ant will be going for. So ant has to go here 2 and 2 and then the circumference. Yes my dear kids, और circumference के लिए ये जो measurement है ये 2.8 है. That means ये आपका diameter 2.8 होगा, तो radius क्या बन जाएगा 1.4. तो अब क्या लेंगे आप 1.4 से semicircle का आप लेंगे circumference और उसमें आप ऐड करेंगे 2 और 2. Am I getting clear with this? Are you getting clear with this? Yes, I'm clear. Are you getting clear with this? Okay. Then we have, so we are going to take the circumference which we already had, that is 4.396 plus 2 plus 2. So, in a way, ant has to go from here to then this circumference, then this 2. So, we are in a way finding out the circumference of all three structures, and from there we'll get to know that figure B will have, that will take a longer time, because figure B's distance, if you will notice, it will take a longer time. You add and see, and you will get the B1 as the longest circumference. So the ant has to go the longest perimeter. So the ant has to go through long way to carry the food or to get with the food. Okay, dear kids, shall we pack up here? God bless.